So I've been trying to understand what exactly I'm feeling since I met Joaquin and why has been so 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 intense emotionally. And a few people told me, yeah, well, basically, you realize one of your biggest dreams, blah blah blah. I know. Just talking about it makes me very emotional at the moment. But what I didn't understand is that it brought me back a bit. Also, like, you know, one of the feeling is like I dissociate because I'm like I can't realize it yet. But also another thing that I feel, I just realized because I like to analyze how I feel, why, and why it is so huge, and it's all related to my traumas, to my mental illnesses, complex PTSD, and I've been feeling a bit the same as just a bit. The same as when I started doing the cosplay of Joker last year. Last year, when I started doing Joker cosplay, was one of the toughest moments in my life. It was one of the toughest when I had to deal still with depressive moments, when I had to deal with a lot of loneliness, sadness. I felt when I meet him everything from last year to today. The experience of cosplaying alone in my room, seeing Joaquin doing this character. The amount of loneliness and depression that I went through doing this cosplay is something I cannot put words on. Yes, it saves me. It saved me. But I can just tell you how painful it has been sometimes. And I think that's a combination of all this. My thoughts are complex. And sometimes my reactions are complex too. So that's why I love to talk about it, because it helps me I'm sorry. It helps me understand my feelings, but also my obsessions, where it comes from, why sometimes I have feelings of being lowered on other people, expectations that I don't have, because when also another thing is that I cannot have expectations anymore. Expectations are bad. Also, yes. But me is because I received so much violence in my life. I received so much hate and abused that a part of my subconscious just shut down towards kindness. I've been kind to a lot of people. People have been kind to me too, but it's not the same thing. I had the image of Joaquin being cold, but it's just my perception of a guy that you see in interviews, a guy that has hate for medias that I also totally understand. And me, if I was a celebrity, I probably would get rude to myself. But anyways, that's his talent too, is to sound or look rude when he's not. His kind of humor is really intense. But the Joaquin that I've talked with, the Joaquin that I saw Friday, I never saw that Joaquin on TV in interviews. So basically that's mostly it. But my sweet friend Nadine, she told me you should not think that your feelings are abnormal blah blah blah. But I know, but I'm so moved by that I have like issues doing other things during my days because I'm too moved by that. So that's why. I mean, I do my things, but I'm still in a state of shock mentally. It's been almost a week. I just realized it. Tomorrow it's gonna be a week. So I'm trying to figure out these feelings because it's very weird. So I'm starting to put words and emotions and situations on it. But yeah, it's complicated. But anyway, I'm gonna repeat it again. You know, for me, life never didn't change. You know, I'm still poor. I'm still sick. Like chronic illnesses, and my mental health is like so intense. But I'm so glad of some things. Is that first the community here? I'm so glad to have found that. It never be the same since I met him. A community and meeting Joaquin and him telling me how much he relates. I don't know why I needed that to feel it, but I feel less alone and I feel stronger. Even when I do my cosplay, I feel the difference. And if you think I'm lucky because I met Joaquin, I can just tell you one thing. Yes, I might be lucky. I had the luck of having Joaquin in my city for a movie. But I took the courage to go and like at the same time trying not to be so much, like too much. And I told myself I'm gonna tell my story and I'm gonna try to make it happen. But like I said, I'm like, life is like that. Even if the situation is not maybe in my favor or anything, I'm gonna go back home after, and at least I'm gonna have seen him from far away. But the thing I wanted to say is, there's one sentence that I always hated because I think it sounds like cheesy. Is like what I'm gonna tell you now. I had the proof of it. Never stop pursuing your dreams. Why? You would have told me last year that I would meet Joaquin on July 31st of 2021. And I would have told you, I'm not sure what kind of product you smoke, but I'm telling you, you should stop right now, okay? Or change dealer, because you're really out of your mind right now. It was something like 500% impossible to happen. Life is like that, and sometimes you have gifts. So I'm telling you, never stop pursuing your dreams. There's a light out there. I don't know where, but there's a light. I love you all.